Hey guys, welcome back to Up to Par Golf. My name is Jordan. Today we are going to be playing Glendale Golf Course. We are going to be playing all 18 holes, but I'm going to split it into two parts. Glendale is a par 72 with a course rating of 68.8 and a slope rating of 114. This footage was recorded 3 weeks after the previous video where I played some really good golf. Over these two parts, I'm going to be doing my best to break 90. The goal for the front nine is to hit 9 over par. I'm currently sitting around an 18 handicap, so this should be a very achievable goal if I can keep blow-up holes to a minimum. Hole number 1 starts us off with a par 5 at about 510 yards. This tee shot is one of my kryptonites as I never seem to be able to hit a good tee shot. I hooked this one pretty bad, ending in a very rough spot. My lie here is next to impossible as these are some of the strongest weeds I've ever seen in my life. Anything forward progress is going to be a good shot for me. We are able to make some forward progress, however we are still quite a ways away from the green and now I have to carry over a bunker. I was able to hit a nice high draw which was actually on a pretty good line for the flag. However, I put a little too much mustard on it and it went out the back edge of the green. If you blink, you might have missed it, but I did hit a shot there. It went literally nowhere, so I'm hitting again. Really struggling to get on the green on this hole. And my putting is not much better, so we're going to end hole number 1 with a double bogey. There's a ton of golf to be played, so I'm trying my best to shake off the double bogey. Hole number 2 is a 400-yard par 4 with a little dog leg to the right. I think this was probably one of the best drives I've ever hit on this hole. I actually found the fairway and found myself at about 100 yards away from the flag. My wedge game isn't the best, but I do catch a very small piece of the green just on the front edge. I did not hit the best first putt. Left myself a little too much room where I missed my par putt, giving me a bogey for hole number 2. Hole number 3 is a very short par 4 with a big dog leg to the left. There's a daunting dried up lake which is blocking the green, so I'm going to do my best to try and hit the fairway. But of course I hit it straight into the dried up lake. Because the lake is dried up, I'm going to do some search and rescue. With the search complete, hopefully we can rescue. I actually hit that pretty good considering the lie. It didn't have too much spin coming off of it though, so it rolled across the green and into the rough. I find myself with a very uncomfortable short-sided chip shot. My putting is starting to warm up, but I just barely missed the par putt again, giving me a bogey for hole number 3. Bogey golf is perfectly acceptable with me as long as I can sneak a couple of pars in there to make up for some double bogeys. Hole number 4 is our first par 3 at 140 yards. I did my best, but I drew it a little too much, catching a bad bounce. I end up out the left edge of the green. And I'm still having a pretty hard time with my chip shots. My putting is getting a little bit closer every single time, but unfortunately I missed this one as well, giving me a bogey for hole number 4. We are 5 over on hole number 5, and we are on a 400-yard par 4. Because I have some pretty good driver distance, I almost always try to cut the corner on this hole, and it almost always never works. We hit it a little bit too far to the right, and now a big tree is blocking our way, and I just have to hit a little punch shot over to the right side. I was able to contact my chip shot pretty well. Unfortunately, it just rolled out too much and rolled into the rough. Even though I feel like I'm playing very terrible golf, we are still hitting a bogey average, ending with a bogey for hole number 5. Hole number 6 is a 400-yard par 4, and I just hit an abysmal tee shot, ending in the left rough on the hill. Again, any sort of forward progress here is going to be a good shot for me. I've still got a lot of distance and I'm still in the rough, and even though I didn't hit this shot the way I wanted to, it is rolling in a straight direction towards the green, so that's not a bad shot in my book. I'm already on my 4th shot and I'm still looking to find a piece of the green. My 56 bails me out and I'm finally on the dance floor. Even though my first putt was not the best, I am finally able to knock down a 5-footer for a double bogey on hole number 6. Even though I'm playing some very ugly golf right now, I'm not too much higher than my target score. I know if I can keep some positive energy, I will knock down some pars. Hole number 7 is another par 4 at about 400 yards. I was able to correct my tee shot from the last hole and hit a very good one, getting some good distance on this one. I end up pushing my second shot, ending me just on the hill on the right side of the green. I hit an okay bump and run, but I'm really just not giving my chips the effort that they deserve. The Kirky signature shows up in a big way, saving par for hole number 7. Sometimes in your darkest hour, sunshine is right around the corner, but sometimes it's more darkness. Hole number 8 is a 150-yard par 3, and I somehow flew the green with my 9-iron. Sorry I was out of frame for this one, but I hit an abysmal chip shot flying out the front side of the green. And really just not another good chip shot. But somehow the putter bails me out once again, saving a bogey for hole number 8. Mentally, I'm not in too bad of a state, being 9 over on hole number 9. There's still another 9 holes to be played. We find ourselves with a 500-yard par 5, and boy, I tell you what, I hit an absolute bomb right down the center of the fairway. I mean, I usually always hit a bomb, it just never lands in the fairway. After a great drive like that, I'm feeling confident, and I decide to go for it. Confidence pays off, and we find ourselves with a very long eagle opportunity. I literally had one par this whole round, and I find myself with a tap-in birdie, giving me a total of 8 over par on the front 9 of Glendale Golf Course. There's still another 9 holes to be played, and honestly, it could go either way. I don't seem to be playing very good golf, so it's very possible that I explode, but maybe this is a window of opportunity and things are moving in a new direction. Let me know if you think I'm gonna break 90 in the comments down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when the second part goes live on Friday. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'll catch you in the next episode.